Now, moving on to superlatives. There is the difference. Now, with comparatives, we said, with comparatives, we said that we have two things to compare. This apple and that apple, this student and this student. Two similar things to compare. But with superlatives, we have one thing, we compare it against everything else. For example, if it's a student, this student against all the other students, maybe in that class or in the world in general. Or if it is, for example, the lesson, this lesson with all the other lessons, not just the two anymore, one against all the others. Do you see the difference? Matilda, did you understand that? Yes. Yeah, Matilda, we were just talking about the differences between comparatives and superlatives. These are superlatives. Okay. Comparatives, when you have two things, for example, today's lesson, yesterday's lesson, or my hair, your hair. Two similar things, two things. But superlatives, when you have one thing against all the others. For example, this flower with all the other flowers, or this student against all the other students. Not two anymore. One against all the others. Okay? So the way we form it is that, again, we look at the syllables. If one syllable, we write the EST at the end. For example, the coldest. And now, I'm just going to put them in red so it's easier to understand. So, the coldest. This time, we look at it against all the others. For example, today is the coldest day of the whole week. Yeah, we're not looking at yesterday. We're not looking at just tomorrow. We're looking at one day against all the others, perhaps in that week or in that month or in that year or in general. If the word has two syllables, your adjective has two syllables, and the last letter is a Y, very similar, drop the Y, but insert E-I-E-S-T this time. For example, and don't forget your the easiest. Do you see that, everyone?
Yes.
Yeah. If your adjective has two or more syllables, then you write the most and then you write the adjective. For example, the most beautiful. She is the most beautiful woman in the world. She is the most beautiful woman in my family. She is the most beautiful woman here, right? And there are, again, irregular ones. For example, good and bad. Good becomes the best. Bad becomes the worst. Now, there are some exercises to do on page 102, please. So please work on A, B, C. Don't worry about C for now. A, B, D, and G. A, B, D, G. G for Geelong.
Two grammar?
Grammar. Yes, that's correct. How are you all going? Way, Matilda, phone, how are you going? Finished or not finished yet?
I'm finished.
You've finished?
Where we finished.
Have you finished as well, Matilda? Have you finished yet?
No finish.
Not finished. That's okay. We'll look at them together. do your test just a little bit later. When everyone else is working on something else, we'll just quickly do that test as well, okay? Is that all right, Yin? For now, we'll check the answers of those activities, of those exercises with everyone. And then I'll give them some other work to do. And then you and I can do the speaking test.
Yeah.
Yeah? Excellent. Let's check the answers, Wei. Yin, I'm not sure if you ever had a chance to do these at home, but if you have, this may be a good time to check your answers as well. Now, Wei, can you start with number 1, please? Signora. Signora.
Nora Moti was the best teacher at my school.
Very good. Best. Best. Excellent. Yin, have you done number 2? Did you do any of those?
No. Where is this?
This is page 102, number 2, grammar.
Yeah.
Yeah? Have you done number 2 yet?
Victorian is the most harder language I know.
No. Good try, but not correct. Phone.
Yep.
Welcome back. What about number 2, phone? Grammar 2A, number 2, page 102. Italian.
Italian is the most musical language I know.
Yes. Musical. The
Musical.
most musical language I know. Wei, number 3, please.
The harder language to learn is
Basque.
Basque.
Yeah. The hardest.
The hardest.
Yeah. And Yin, number 4, please.
Spanish is the easiest language to learn.
Great. Phone, number 5, please.
China is
China.
China. China is the
Has. China has.
the biggest population in the world.
World. Fine. World. Yes. Thank you. That's correct. The biggest. Welcome back, Matilda.
Hi.
Matilda.
Yeah.
Which one was the easiest? Number 1 for B. 2B.
I don't know.
Not sure? How
No.
about you, Wei? What do you think, Wei?
French is easy.
Which one?
French.
Spanish or French? Which one?
French.
French?
Sorry, first number.
B. I'm looking at B. The languages.
First is the most difficult.
Yeah, but what's the easiest? So number 1. I want number 1, please. The easiest.
Spanish is easier.
Very good. Spanish is the easiest
The easiest.
language. Thank you. What's number 2, phone?
Number 2.
Number 2.
Number 2.
B.
Very
so
difficult.
1, Spanish, 1, meaning the easiest. What's
Number 2 is
2?
BASQU is Basque.
Basque, no. Matilda, number 2.
French.
Matilda, no. Yin, number 2.
Spanish. Spanish.
Spanish, number 1. Spanish is number 1. Spanish, Japanese?
Yeah.
Japanese, no.
French.
Wait, French. French is number 2.
Easier.
First, Spanish, easiest. Then French, second easiest. Then what's third? Number 3.
Number 3 is
No, Japanese.
Japanese 3.
Japanese is number 3. Basque is number 4, the hardest. The hardest, number 4. How about Burmese in your language? 1 is the easiest, 4 is the hardest. What do you think, Yin, in your opinion?
Hard.
What would you give it? 1, 2, 3, 4, which one?
I think it's 4.
4, that hard. Wow. What do you think, Wei? Do you
I think
agree?
easier.
Easy.
1,
Yes.
2, 3, 4?
Because I
Because
I
yeah.
see China people
Chinese.
come in Myanmar. They
Close.
visit in Myanmar, so they can speak a little Myanmar area.
So it's easier for the Chinese speakers to learn Burmese in your
And
opinion.
then other people, foreigner, also in Yangon. I see. I work in hotel. I see they can speak. They can speak in Myanmar language
Fairly easily.
Yes.
Wow. So what number would you give it then?
1, 2, 3, 4. Number 1 is what?
Number 1 is the easiest.
Burmese.
What do you think, Wei? What number, in your opinion? 1, 2, 3, 4 for Burmese.
And then 1.
1? That easy. Wow. What do you think? We've got 4 on one hand. We've got 1 on the other. What do you think, Phone? Phone, what do you think?
Number 1 is Burmese.
Number 1 as well?
Burmese.
Wow. And Matilda, Albanian, in your opinion, 1 very easy, 1 very easy, 4 very hard. For Albanian, 1, 2, 3, 4, which one?
4.
What do you think? 4 very hard, very difficult to learn. What about Greek?
4.
4 as well. What about English?
4.
Languages are just hard to learn, are they?
Matilda.
Now, Wei, what do you think of English? What number would you give English?
I think English number 2.
2?
Yeah.
What do you think, Wei? Sorry, Yin?
I think it's maybe 1 or 2.
1 or 2?
Yeah.
And how about you, Phone? What do you think?
English.
English. 1 is the easiest, 4 is the hardest.
Number 2.
2. Okay, fantastic. All right, everyone. Now, we're moving on to to D. D. Wei, can you do number 1, please?
Short, adjectives, hard, add, small, the smallest.
But what do you add?
Yeah.
No, you add EST. Yeah, EST. For example, small, smallest. Phone, how about number 2?
Small, smallest.
Yes.
Oh, right. The most. The most.
Most.
The
yes.
most.
Keep reading.
The most expensive.
Now, can you keep reading it, please? Number 2.
Right.
Right. Most before. Phone, can you read it, please?
Yep. Right. The most before long adjectives. It's
For
the
example?
musical. The most musical.
Yes. Or expensive. The most
Expensive. The most expensive.
fantastic. Matilda, number 3, please.
Good. Then better.
No, better, comparative. Now we're doing superlatives. Good. Another one. I'll show you. Not this one.
Good and bad.
Good. Here. Good. You see it here?
No. Again.
You can't see it?
My again. Shine.
Good. The best.
Good.
The best. Can you see it, everyone?
No.
You can't see my screen?
Yeah, see.
But this is Cambridge English Power and of course A2 speak in.
Oh, I changed it. I don't know. Anyway.
You need to change.
I don't know. Maybe because I had two Microsoft Word pages, even though I clicked on the other one, for some reason it's still stuck on the first one. I don't know. But anyway, it's the best. B-E-S-T. Bad, the worst. Good, the best. Now, Yin, how about G? Where's the main stress? On most or on the adjective itself? What's the most beautiful language in the world? What's the most useful language to speak? What's the most difficult language in the world? Yin, which word do we stress? The word most or the adjective itself?
And most.
Adjective. So we don't say the most beautiful. We say the most beautiful, the most useful. So we particularly stress the adjective itself. Adjective.